Hey everybody, Kyrie091 hanging out with you. Boy, oh boy, are we gonna have big fun today, and in the coming days, playing my favorite game of all time. That's right, this is it. The single greatest and best game that God ever gave mankind. And it's coming up right now. I'm really excited about this Let's Play series, guys. This game is sort of the reason that I got into Let's Playing. I mean, Minecraft definitely had a lot to do with it too, but when I realized I wanted to branch out and do other games, this one immediately came to mind, and I've tried to Let's Play it several times in the last 2 years, but circumstances and whatnot just didn't allow it to happen. So I'm really excited that I am finally sitting down with you guys, and together, let's play Final Fantasy Tactics. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, 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 new game. So, we're going to start a new game. And we're going to read a bunch of stuff. Apparently a guy named Elazlim is a scholar of ancient Ivalice history. I'm not going to call it Ivalice. I know that's how it's pronounced, but I'm not going to do that. Have we ever heard of the Lion War? No, Elazlim, what can you tell me about the Lion War? Divided Ivalice in two over who would be the successor to the throne. It ended with the appearance of a young hero named Delita. Okay, well, Delita sounds like a nice guy. Everybody living here knows this hero's tale. Alright, well, I guess game's over then. But we also know that what we see with our eyes alone isn't necessarily the truth. Fair point, Elazlim. Here's a young man. He is the youngest son of the noble house Beolv, Pillars of Knighthood. There's no record of his playing an active part in history, but according to the Durai report released last year, concealed for many years by the church, this unknown man is the true hero. Okay, so the Durai report. Elazlim, what does that have to do with you? The church claims he was a blasphemer and an anarchist, the root of all evil. Wow, the church has some mighty claims about this guy. But is this the truth? I'm guessing we're going to find out. Won't you join me on a journey for the truth? I sure will. Before that, please tell me your name and birthday in quotations for some reason. The name we are not going to be changing. He's going to be Ramza. Birthday, we're going to go with a very important birthday for me. And that is May 9th. That's just an important birthday in my life. It's not my birthday, but it's an important one. So, let's get started. This is like the only FMV cutscene in the whole game. That's okay. This game doesn't need them. It's got more than that going on. So, what you can see here is, I don't know, some Irish countryside. The Zodiac Brave story. Oh my goodness. Look how cool. Here it is. What's he gonna say? Dun 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 dun. Bum, 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 ba, da, bum. I think the Japanese subtitle to this game is The Lion War, or like the War of the Lions, or something like that. And its art direction was done by Hiroshi Minigawa, and the character is designed by Akihito Yoshida. Great character designer. Honestly, all these people are really good at their jobs. I'm looking like at the titles here. Battle map creators, yeah, excellent battle maps in this game. There are a lot of them apparently, including Nobuyuki Ikeda. We all know him, right? Who else worked on this game? Character animation was great in this game. It is probably the best use of sprite animation ever. I mean, I'm serious. Ever. The best use of you know, they've done more with other forms of like video game character animation, but this game is the best use of sprite animation I've ever seen. So far, I haven't seen any familiar names. Having played all the Final Fantasy games, you know, you kind of get to know names like Hironobu Sakaguchi and Nobuo Uematsu and Yoshitaka Amano. So the fact that I haven't seen any of those names or anyone else really, it kind of makes you wonder, are we playing a Squaresoft game? And yeah, we are, technically. But this game was actually developed by all the guys that left the company Quest. Quest made the Tactics Ogre games and the Ogre Battle, the predecessors to Final Fantasy Tactics. So Hironobu Sakaguchi, there you are. You knew if it had Final Fantasy in the title that Sakaguchi was going to get his fingerprints on it somewhere. So we're going to start the game appropriately at the beginning in Orban Monastery. Actually, this is not quite the beginning. This is a little ways in, like a year after the beginning of the game. You'll see what I mean. This game likes flashbacks. That's fine. God, please help us sinful children of Ivalice. I'm not going to say Ivalice, guys. Not going to happen. Not in this LP. By the way, I'm going to say people's names the way I've always said them. Not interested in, like, changing that now. Just a moment, Agrius. That's right, I call her Agrius, not Agrius or Agrius, or it's just Agrius. And Agrius is looking fine today. The guards have already arrived. Don't give Agrius trouble, please hurry. Should I do a voice for Gafgarian? That's Gafgarian. What's been going on now? It's been nearly an hour here. Don't be rude to the princess, Gafgarian. Is this going to be alright, Ag? Is it going to be alright, Agrius? It's an urgent issue for us. So there are rude knaves, even among the Hoku 10. The Hoku 10 is, well, you'll see who the Hoku 10 is. These guys are mercenaries hired by the Hoku 10. So they don't have to show respect to Agrius. That's Princess Ovelia. And she seems very nice. Go with God. You too, Simon. Priest's name's Simon. He's a wonder pendant. Uh-oh. Lady Agrius, the enemy! Prince Gultana's men. Agrius is going for it, dude. She don't waste no time. Ramza! That's the guy we named. That's the main guy, I guess. And he's apparently a mercenary, just like Gafgarian. And yes, I'll call him Gafgarian, not Gafgarian or anything else, so deal with it. Oh, God! Oh, God! Schmagegi! Alright. Does Prince Gultana want to start a war? I hope not. Nay, there's no point in resisting. Give us the princess, so that beautiful face will be scarred forever. Don't you mess with Agrius. Only idiots apply directly to the forehead. Leave this to us. We can't make money that way. Rad Ramza, you gonna follow me now. Alright, let's do it. First battle of the game, here we go. Time to learn some battle mechanics. Kill them all, don't leave any survivors. Pretty impassioned there, Gafgarian. There's no need to kill them, just let them go. Apparently that's impossible. Gafgarian's a badass. This move he does, Night Sword, is something else, man. It hurts the bad guy and it heals him. How crazy. Alright, so the only person you can control in this fight is Ramza. And there's a lot to the battle mechanics in this game, and we will go over. You can move the camera like this. You can zoom it out. I don't like it zoomed out. I'll zoom it back in. I definitely like it up like that, though. And then you can spin the camera with L1 and R1. There is a lot to the battle mechanics of this game. We're not going to go over it all right now. Ooh, Accumulate. Started him with Accumulate. I likes it. Accumulate raises your physical attack by 1. But more than that, it also gives you a chance to just do something every turn. You never have to just stand there and do nothing, because you can just accumulate if nothing else. Agrius has that Stasis Sword move, which is pretty freaking cool too. I like Night Sword a little more, but Stasis Sword is pretty rad. That's the kind of stuff that got me hooked on this game when I first played it. I saw Night Sword and Stasis Sword, and I was like, oh my god, those look so freaking cool, I want to do that. It takes a little while before you get to a point where you can start doing that stuff, but you do eventually get to. You can see that archer over there is charging up. He's kind of like standing there with the C above his head, and the other one's now charging up too. When they charge up, they're basically preparing to do a stronger attack. They select a target. Now, if somebody were to, if their target moves before they, do their attack, you can move out of the way of their charge up. My guess is that they're probably not going to, here it comes, charge +1. So he charged up +1, and this guy did charge +2, which should be even a little stronger still. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot to the battle mechanics that we're not going to go over in this fight. God, Gafgarian's such a badass. So here's poor Alicia, who keeps getting beat up on by these stupid archers. She's going to whack this guy in the back of the head one time. The only character you control in this fight, as I said, is Ramza. So good. That guy right there that just died, that's a chemist. Chemists can heal. They can throw potions and stuff at allies, so it's good to kill them first. Let's get rid of this knight right here. Didn't kill him, but we did do some damage to him. Agrius will probably finish him off with Night Sword, or Stasis Sword. There we go. So now all we have left are those two pesky archers over there, the ones that like beating up on poor Alicia. This guy's probably not going to charge. He's probably just going to attack. And now oh! They killed Alicia! Well, here comes Rad, the squire, who is also a mercenary. Alicia and Lavian, the two female knights, are like Agrius's knights. Rad and Ramza are like mercenaries that work for Gafgarian, who's a a mercenary. Do whatever for money type guy. And I guess they were hired to protect the princess, and she's inside right now, so yeah, there was something I wanted to say. Movement, obviously, you can move onto the blue tiles in case you hadn't figured that out. Attack, you can hit any of the red tiles. Other moves will have longer range than just one space. A regular attack is going to have one space, a regular attack with a sword anyway. If you had a bow or whatever, you could reach a lot further. That's so mean. She's going to hit Ramza with that. Oh, that's so lame, dude. That's going to hit Ramza. Oh, thank goodness it missed Ramza. And it hit that guy. Good deal. Perfect. Ow. Alright, Gafgarian, come over here and show these people how it's done. What are you doing? What's he doing? Destruction of nature, gather in flame, fire. This is a black magic spell. This is definitely not a unique to Gafgarian thing, but he can hit two guys with it, so why not? Alright, Lavian, do... Oh, never mind, you can do nothing. Rad's gonna come up here and finish the job. Haha! Well done, Rad. So, hey, Ramza gets to finish the battle. How about that? So, note when you go to attack somebody, you get 2 pieces of information. You can kind of see right there it says minus 0.42 hit points. So that means this attack is going to do 42 damage. It says 100% chance, the 100% right there, so I know this is like a guaranteed attack. If I was doing something else that might be a lower hit point, it might be a lower percentage or whatever, this is going to kill the guy because you can see he only has 2 HP. So let's go ahead and do it. And we got a critical hit there. We ended up doing more damage than we thought we were going to do. That was just a random critical hit, which is cool. Princess Avelia, let go of me! Damn. Oh no! Why should I listen to you? What an annoying princess. Pow! Punched her right in the gut, dude. Wait! Best line of the game. Tough, don't blame us. Blame yourself or God. See, that's what I like about this translation. The newer translations change that to something like, "'Twas fate hath wronged you, not I," or something stupid like that. Like, blame yourself or God is such a cool way of saying that, making that point. Delita. You're alive, Delita. Why are you in Gultana's troops? Why? So there you go. There's your exposition to some characters there. Apparently, Delita's now in Gultana's troops, and that makes Ramza sad. Delita's the same dude who we know went on to become, like, king or whatever. Like the hero that saved the hero that saved Ivalice. Delita's name appears for the first time a year before the Lion War broke out. This first episode's going to be a bit longer than the others, by the way. I'm going to make them a little shorter going forward, but this first one, I want to get all this stuff in the first one. Many soldiers who returned from the war had no jobs, little money, spelled out very slowly. The war they're talking about here, let me give you some backstory. So, there was a war called the 50 Years' War between Ivalice and some other country called Ordalia. Ordalia doesn't matter, you never really hear about them. So, at the end of the 50 Years' War, soldiers came home and had no jobs, little money, and even less loyalty to the crown. They became thieves and rebels, plotting rebellion against the royal family. So basically they were pissed because they went and fought, and a bunch of them died for their country, and then they came back and they were kind of cast aside and mistreated and not very well taken care of. So that's what's happening at the end of the 50 Years' War. The 50 Years' War is different than the Lion War. This game is the story of the Lion War. By the end of the game, the Lion War has ended. At the beginning of the game, the Lion War has yet to break out. So, this game is the Lion War. The 50 Years' War takes place before this game. So here we go. Chapter 1, The Meager. Military Academies Auditorium. And this is in Garland, the Magic City. That's what they were saying in the little intro there. Many heroes came out of that place. Garland was no exception. So, these are some heroes that are going to come out of Garland. I heard another wagon bound for Igros was attacked. Yes, I'm going to call it Igros. I'm not going to call it Egros or Egros or anything. Igros. Must have been the Death Corps. Something's starting. Know anything, Delita? No, but I can guess. What do you mean? Prince Larg's coming to town. Prince Larg? Why? Not only Larg, but Marquis Elmdor of Limbury, too. That's news. It's not an official visit, isn't it? Is it not? That. There are danger zones everywhere in Ivalice. The Hokuden Knights are suffering from a shortage of men, so they need the cadets to help out. So these individuals you see here, including Ramza and Delita, are just cadets. They're not full-fledged knights. You have a mission! Barbarians are rapidly increasing in Gallion. Gallion is the western province of Ivalice. We will begin exterminating them. Large Knight stationed at Igros Castle. Igros Castle, many other groups participate. You do support the flank, specifically go to Igros and help guard it. So I guess that's what we're doing. We're going to go guard a castle. Oh, look. Ready your swords. A gang of tortured thieves is trying to sneak into this town. Tortured thieves? Who tortured them? We'll begin preparations now to keep them out of town. Come with me. It's a frontline operations. Look at the sprite animation, like where he put his arm up and like his cape waved and stuff. That's just so well done. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Let's play Final Fantasy Tactics. Be sure to join us next time when we try to stop those thieves that we just heard so much about. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.